Hi everybody, welcome to the Off Grid Skater YouTube channel and the Off Grid Skater Homestead. This is the right place if you want to learn about the trials and tribulations of living off grid. It can be quite difficult and oftentimes very challenging. Not only will I be talking about homesteading, most people know me as a skateboarder who's been traveling the world, skating all different kinds of spots. But I also have had this homestead, and this is where I go to relax and also to create content. Up until now, I've been pretty reluctant to share it with the public due to privacy reasons, but now I'm feeling a lot more comfortable with it. I'll teach you all the techniques I know about living off grid, which could be finding land, finding water, finding electricity, and just everyday surviving out here. I've been homesteading for about 10 years. This is my third homestead. 2 of them have been in the desert, 1 of them in the middle of the woods. Survival is the #1 priority. It can get extremely hot and extremely cold. I'm going to show you different methods and ways that I've learned to survive out here. And I'm going to tell you what, it has not been easy. It's about to be 100 degrees, so I'm filming this video as fast as I can. Believe it or not, it snows here, and I've even had problems where my pipes have frozen and I've had to repair them in freezing cold temperatures. You wouldn't believe it, but it is very difficult to live off grid, especially being so far away from resources, including hospitals, the police, stores. Everything is a journey out here, and I want to share with you what I know and what I've learned throughout the years. For one, where to find land. That is the first part of the journey, and sometimes the biggest step for most people to figure out, but I have a lot of resources for you. The second is finding water. I have a lot of different techniques, including catching rainwater and also hauling in water here on this desert. And I can also talk a little bit about wells, even though I don't have a well here. I also can show you guys how to generate your own electricity through many different ways, because when you're not connected to the grid, you do not have access to electric, and it's up to you to power these devices. That includes also internet. Electricity. One of the most important things about living off grid is generating your own electricity. There's many different methods, but if you're in the right climate like I am, you can use this method, which is solar. This is my solar setup. I have about 2,000 watts that I can generate from the sun, and almost year round I can store that in some batteries, and that's how I power my house. I run everything off of solar. In future videos, I will show you how I set this setup and how you can set up different setups for you that work for your off-grid homestead. Yes, I know there's bird poop on there. I gotta clean that off. This is another part of my solar setup, another 600 watts. I got 100 watts over there. So we got 100, we got 600, we got another 600. That creates almost 1,200. I have some other solar scattered throughout, and I'll show you how to manage that in future videos. Let's take a look at the power room. Okay, so this is the power room. This is like the heart of the entire homestead. Obviously, in the modern era, we use a lot of electricity, and in order for me to bring videos to you, I need to be able to charge stuff and also get internet. Internet we'll talk about as well on this channel. Some of the main components of a solar system. You got your inverter, you got your solar charger, and you got your batteries. I'll tell you a lot more about how this entire system works in future videos, and I'll also give you even more on the members only page. Another important component of off-grid homesteading is your water. Now in the desert, water is a very precious commodity. In this case, I haul in my own water and I catch water off of the roof and into these IBC totes, as well as over there. I use most of my rainwater catchment for agriculture purposes, and I use this tank and this tank as my main tanks that supply the house. They go underneath and into a pump, as well as a water heater. All of these things I'll show you as I go. My water tower built on tires to help use gravity to feed it into my house. Everything is plumbed, running down this pipe, underground, and into my house. In my house is a whole nother story, but I'm excited to share with you. I run everything through a couple different filters and into the house. Got your cold water and your hot water. That's another component. How do you heat your hot water to take showers? I'll show you that in future videos. Oh, glory to water out in the desert. I don't want to waste too much of it, and also that attracts the bees, which bees are another thing that you can utilize to your benefit on your off-grid homestead. Finding land. Now, isn't that the question? How do you find land for your off-grid property? Well, I have a lot of resources for you, and I have been searching land for many years, and I constantly watch the market. I've had land in 2 different environments, and 2 of them have been out in the desert, 1 of them out in the woods, and I'm always kind of secretly looking for my next homestead. There's also many other aspects to living off-grid, such as food waste. Over there I have a compost bin, and I'll show you how to get rid of different waste, such as your recyclables, your everyday trash, and of course your food waste. If you'd like to support the channel even further and have access to exclusive content, of course you can join my members only channel. It has a couple different tiers, and there I'll be going more in depth about the things that I'll be showing. There'll be everything from homesteading, from skateboarding adventure, to traveling around the world, to visiting other homesteads. I'm really excited to share it all with you. I'm gonna have giveaways and many other things that will benefit you as a member. Any little bit counts. I plan on doing a lot to this place, and I wanna show you guys as I go along the journey. So please, stay tuned, and thank you so much for all your support. I really appreciate it.